A woman walked into a large grocery store, looking around nervously before approaching the cashier and speaking to the owner. "Sir, I need to buy some food, but I don't have money today. Could you let me buy on credit? I promise to bring the money to pay as soon as I can," she said, bowing her head in embarrassment. "Oh no, that's not possible. I don't even know who you are. How can I sell to you on credit when you've never been a regular customer at my store?" The owner shook his head. With tears welling up in her eyes, the woman pleaded, "My husband is seriously ill and can't work. We have 5 children, and they are very hungry. Please have mercy and help us just this once. I promise to bring the money as soon as I have it." The store owner pointed toward the door and said, "Please leave right now. Don't hinder my business. There are customers waiting in line behind you." From behind the woman, a man who had been listening to the conversation stepped forward. He said, "Let me pay for her. Let her take whatever she needs." The store owner looked at the two of them, hesitated for a moment, and then suddenly came up with an idea. He asked the woman, "Do you know what you need to buy? If so, write it down on a piece of paper and give it to me." The woman happily replied, "Yes, sir. I'll write it down right away." But the store owner continued, "Once you're done, hand me that paper. I'll put it on this scale. However much it weighs, you can take that amount in goods. I won't charge you for what you take." The store owner bent down and pulled out a large scale from under the counter, pointing to one side of it. Both the woman and the man behind her were surprised by the owner's attitude, but she had no other choice. The woman rummaged through her bag for a crumpled piece of paper, trembling as she wrote on it. Then she folded the paper and handed it to him. The store owner smirked and placed the piece of paper on one side of the scale. Strangely, the paper slowly sank until it touched the bottom, leaving all 3 people astonished. The woman quickly began gathering food and placing it on the other side of the scale, but no matter how much she added, the side with the paper didn't budge. The store owner closely examined both sides of the scale, but there was clearly nothing unusual about it. When the tray was full, the store owner reluctantly let the woman leave the store with a bag full of food, unable to charge her, much to the stranger's surprise. The store owner turned the scale over to inspect it and found that one side of the scale was broken. Frustrated, he picked up the folded piece of paper the woman had written on to see what she had listed. To his surprise, she hadn't written a list of items she needed, but had simply written, "Lord, you know what we need. I entrust everything into your hands." The store owner closed his eyes and looked up to the heavens. At that moment, he understood. Friend, never underestimate the power of a prayer. Only God knows the weight of a prayer. Please share this story to spread the love and trust in the Lord to people everywhere around the world.